So, Kirby, a game/show about a little pink puffball, a world of sunshine and rainbows. The exact equivalent of Candyland, right? Wrong. This is flippin' dark. I did not think it was going to be as dark as it was. Anyway, for those unaware, Kirby has an anime, and I highly recommend that you guys check it out. The name of the show is Kirby, Right Back At Ya. So I found out its existence through a YouTube video titled Poyo, and I saw it and was like, why not? The vid was a compilation of Kirby saying just that, and hey, look at that, they were all clips from the show! I hadn't known there was one, so I looked into it and started watching it on Christmas Eve. From there, I fell in love, and hatred that turned into love, but we'll get to that in another vid. Love. And one character in particular was the icing on the cake. Meta Knight. Aw, in the show he's so cute. Just look at the way he wraps himself up in his cape. He's like a little burrito. Yes, that is your new name. From this day on, you shall be known as my little deadly burrito. Anyhow, the show starts off with people of Dreamland having a grand old time until a huge star-shaped spacecraft crashes into the field behind the town. Inside, of course, is Kirby, which King D assumes is an alien. I mean, he's not wrong. So, the only thing to do, I guess, is just, I don't know, try to kill it with your giant hammer. We then get introduced to the rest of the cast, Tiff, the older sister, and her little bro, Tuff, who heavily reminds me of Max from Pokemon? I don't know. So the two stop DDD from killing it. They go hide out in a shed. Meta Knight finds them, takes one look at the gumball, acts weird, and leaves. One monster battle later, the townsfolk decide Kirby can stay, and that's pretty much episode 1. And I know what you're saying. I came here to see why Kirby is so dark, not to hear an episode review. And I know, don't worry, I'm getting to that part. That was just for the peeps so they don't get confused. Now, this is where it gets good. Well, Meta Knight being a main character, it doesn't take long for his backstory to be revealed. We learned that some time ago, there was a giant war. And truth be told, the second you involve war in things, of course it gets dark. And the true main baddie, NME, haha, clever, ain't it? Created these monsters to serve as an army to try to take over, well, the everything. So a band of warriors assembled to fight for their freedom. The Star Warriors. Among the hundreds and thousands of people, there was Meta Knight and his two best friends, Garlude and, no official name. Joe 1. He was Knuckle Joe's dad, after all. Anyway, this is where it gets bad. Almost every flashback of Meta Knights shows the Star Warriors and Meta Knight killing monsters. Not just a sword swipe, oops, it fell down. Nope, they're just straight up slicing them in half and no holding back from decapitation there, I see. Oh, how fun. And hold on, it gets worse. You know how I mentioned the two earlier that were supposedly Meta Knight's best friends? Well, straight from Joe's wiki page it says this. He was the father of Knuckle Joe and a close friend to Meta Knight. The two fought side by side. He was a powerful fighter, inspiring many other Star Warriors to increase in their strength. One night, however, a Star Warriors came under attack by the enemies, and Joe's father was taken by a monster and turned into one by NME. When he came back to the Star Warriors, they saw he was on the side of the monsters, and thus Meta Knight had to kill his best friend for the safety of the galaxy. Thankfully, however, his love for his son kept him from completely surrendering to NME, and before his death, he gave Meta Knight a locket with Knuckle Joe's baby picture in it. Like, dang! What in the actual Nintendo? There's even a point where an NME says to Joe 1, feeling injured? Then take some of this. It's like an energy ball. Take it, and your fading life will be restored. Ha 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 ha. Dear God. There's one down. That's what the heck? Next comes the horrible fate that Garlude faced. What? Did you really think any of his friends were still alive? Really? Did you? This is war, Now, hers reads, Garlude was a greatly respected Star Warrior. She teamed up with Meta Knight, and they went on a mission to reclaim the heavenly blade Galaxia. Galaxia was hidden in a dark cave. There, the two were able to locate it. And a monster's name I can't pronounce, we'll just call it Kirsiken. We're going to call it Kirsicle. Kirsicle was hibernating as he guarded the sword around the clock. As the two approached the sacred sword, Keersicle somehow woke up and noticed them. The heroes fought against him. Garlud grabbed Galaxia, and knowing Meta Knight should be the chosen one, she was able to pry it from the ground and toss it to Meta Knight, although afterwards being slain by the beast from the back. Meta Knight picked up Galaxia and indeed was able to become its chosen one, ensuring that Garlud was right. The masked warrior fought against the beast to try to save her, but it was too late. Garlud had perished from Keersicle's killing blows. In the cave, the great warrior Garlud took her last breath. Okay, Nintendo, I see your desire to kill, but calm down. No, put the knife down. No! Finally, we have my two faves, Sword and Blade, and how they met Meta Knight to be exact. This may not be as dark as poor Meta Knight having to kill his best friend, but it's still pretty bad. In one of my favorite episodes, The Hour of Wolfrath, the cast learned the tale of how the two met Meta Knight after tough asks. The story goes like this, quote, "Back when Meta Knight and the Star Warriors were fighting Nightmare's monster army, the struggle turned the whole galaxy into a wasteland. To survive, we became bandits," end quote. And then it shows complete carnage everywhere. Dude, there are dead bodies on screen. There are dead bodies absolutely anywhere. What the heck? We see my little burrito running along a trail when two jump him. He tells them to let him pass, and they proceed to pull out weapons and tell him, not without a price. Oh God, they're gonna kill him. He continues to warn them to run because apparently there's a monster after him. The two continue the threats until Wolfrath leaps down and tries killing them. Luckily, Meta Knight jumps in and saves them and flippin' wrestles the thing down a cliff into a lake where he drowns it. Lord, I love this guy. You're my burrito forever. But the original words in Japanese are slightly more detailed, end quote. It was in the middle of the war between the Galaxy Fighter Army and Nightmare. The war had caused the world to fall into ruin, and we had to become bandits to stave off of starvation. And later, if you don't pay, we'll have to take your life. Oh my God. Nintendo, please stop the murder. There are also plenty points in here where the humor gets super dark. For instance, there is literally one scene where DDD is pretending to be tortured because, trapping Kirby or whatever. This wasn't actually his plan, to clarify. It was Sunglass Bob over here. Because I don't think he actually has an official real name. Nope. Sunglass Bob it is. So yeah, that scene happened. Things get pretty dark. Okay then. See? Not all sunshine and candy, now is it? Well, I guess you'll just have to watch the show for yourself. Seriously, I highly recommend it. Really, it's a really good show. Now, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay creative. Bye.